the ball free and brings up third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now back to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
All right, here we go.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go.
There we go, safety, let's go.
Into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where we're going to be and what do we need to get. And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll set up to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is gonna feel that one. Knocked down hard. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but When you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 21-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah. Maybe that extra hunt, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line in a running play.
They give this time to the tailback. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Shotgun snap as they look to throw.
Yo.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. Sack back at the 7.
Score.
2-0 for me. I safety them.
What is it then?
First.
You got some receivers over there.
Come on, bruh. Pitch the ball. What up?
Hit a bump. Hit a bump. Bum ass hitter.
Parkey's kick is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14.
Did you turn on my stream or something?
Why you say that?
Huh?
Why you say that?
Because I heard my echo.
Yeah, I did.
But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Better not let her beat you, dog.
I'm gonna try, bro.
I'm mad as shit. I can't get myself together. I'll go one more season, man. Dog of the edge. Fucking injuries and some more shit.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go.
Motherfucker like you get lucky, get a lucky W. Bullshit lucky ass W. Like, man, fuck
I might
this
go
shit.
one. I might go 1 or 2 more seasons. I kind of need a break before the new Madden comes out.
Do a couple more seasons. Summertime here, so we have this club shit like had me motherfucking ripping and running this club every fucking day again.
I'm probably going to like France or Mexico in August. So.
You ain't going no fucking where. Shut up. Little bitch. You ain't going no fucking where, little bitch.
Make you my little bitch.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. You better go over there and hit her ass. Eat that ass, you ass eating ass motherfucker.
I'm gonna make you my
ass
little
eater.
bitch.
Shit.
Want me to make you my little bitch? I'm gonna make you my little bitch.
Oh, he's got a man wide
Oh,
open.
shit. What the fuck
And
is
he's
he?
taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This shit out you say some shit like that to me again.
What?
I will smack the shit out you say some shit like that to me again, boy. You lost your damn mind.
Here, bro. What you
You
going
lost your damn mind.
Don't fly here,
You
bro.
lost your damn mind.
Well, at least he was able to break
You
that.
lost your damn mind.
I'll give you a nice high ball.
To the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
I can believe it, bro.
Now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Ooh, with a juke. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Back to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. second down, they'll try and run the counter. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And it's complete. Hooper. And all the way down to the 35. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 41 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Got some real estate inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Officially a minute 54 to go in this 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys that talked about big plays, sacks, they often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to launch this thing, wait. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. And Parkey's kick is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up.
And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week, and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter, as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Good.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Shrugs the tack. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is fielded in the end zone. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A handoff as they run the counter play. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Have they shown him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here.
Yeah,
At this point.
Game's still going.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they gave up the pick 6.
Yeah, the game's still going.
Yeah, I'm winning 43-0.
Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in,
I'm winning
and now you're not going to play
43-0.
loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So they took a shot on
thrown
first down, but
5
couldn't
interceptions.
connect. Second down following the incompletion. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get
He
your
needs-
best
then he
players
needs your
into space with the
broadcast
football in
name.
their hands. That's why
Casey.
sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think
Why
that's
you
a big
keep
pickup
leaving?
for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes
Whoa.
asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. And give him a gain of 30.
Yo, can you hear me better now? Hear me? What the fuck?
Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So now here come the Dolphins. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to spin free. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he fields it cleanly. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.